going on, guys? This is Burrs out here walking around the woods. I was gonna take a trip to the Appalachian Trail this weekend, but I have an injury, so I compromised, at least with the wife. Wasn't really thrilled with me going out on the Appalachian Trail alone with an injury. Yeah, it's probably smart anyhow. But so what I'm doing is I'm here one of my local spots. I'm actually going to test out a bunch of gear. Some of the gear that I probably would take with me. But it's cool to kind of get out and actually, test it out, see what works better than other things, what doesn't work. That way we can limit, what we take out. Sometimes you take something out in the wilderness and you think it's going to do good, and then you put yourself in risk. Especially if you're out there alone, like I would be on the Appalachian Trail. If you don't take something out, you take something that's lighter, you think it's going to work, and doesn't keep you warm, it's probably not worth taking it. So that's what these days are for. So hitting the woods, testing out gear, and testing out this pack. This is the Kelty Eagle. Still testing it out. Still really like it. I think the one thing, I get questions about is layering for, outdoor activities. And I think the thing people tend to do, at least when they're moving around with a pack on or whatever, is they tend to over layer. And it's 35 degrees out right now. I have on this thin icebreaker shirt, long sleeve, and then I have a bamboo t-shirt underneath. No hat of any sort. I feel good. This is how you layer properly, because a really heavy pack on, so definitely gonna warm up my core by the time I'm done here. Alright, so here I am at one of my testing spots, I guess you would call it, one place I go hike to. It's only about a mile in. It's not that far. I was going to do like a 10 mile per day Appalachian Trail kind of thing. But, got an injury, gotta let it heal, and move on from it. It'll be in the future. But, this is one spot I like to go. Got lots of trees, and the reason I like this particular spot is you don't see a lot of down trees here. You can see the trees moving and such up here, but this particular area doesn't have them. And the trees that are right here are ones I've already taken down because I made a wiki up in back in the past. You can look that video up, or I'll put a link in here to that. So that's all from stuff I already brought over here. So I'm sleeping somewhat on a diagonal, or at least I'm laying here somewhat on a diagonal. And as you can see here, this is kind of what it looks like. Do a little panoramic view here. And there we are. You can see up around there, you can see the whoopee sling. See, it's real thin compared to all the other stuff that you get. When you buy some hammocks from, bigger box stores, they don't do the whoopee sling thing. You can see over here I have a good amount of coverage for my feet. If the wind does come in, it's not going to really hit them. And then on this side, you can see I have coverage right here for the wind coming in this way. And on this side, I have plenty of protection there. And that's why I like bigger. I don't get single hammocks, at least for the winter time. I get double ones because you have that extra amount of space, so you can kind of get down in, and away from the wind, if you will. But that's how you do it with a pad. You just kind of put the pad down, you kind of blow it up maybe halfway, and you put your feet in your sleeping bag, and then you just tuck it underneath the sides, and then you cozy up to it. And it's pretty simple. I got a little pillow back here, which I have to blow up a little bit more, but that's pretty much all there is to it. It's pretty simple when it comes to winter hammock, going about or backpacking. It's more comfortable in a hammock for me. Might be different for you, but for me, hammock backpacking and sleeping in particular is more comfortable. But I really don't want to get up in the morning once I wake up because I am so comfortable in a hammock. So I mean, there's advantages, disadvantages, but that's kind of how I do it. I'm testing out this tarp right here. This is a integral tactical sill nylon or sill tarp, if you will, and that's the difference with different types of tarps. Sill's really, this is like a 1.2, I think, really lightweight, if you will. And what happens is with lightweight stuff is it blows around a lot more, so you tie it out more. So I should have a tie right here and right here, but I don't. Like I said, just kind of putting it up here and seeing what we can get at the moment. So how do you stay warm in a hammock when you use a pad? I like to use a pad because if you use a underquilt, there isn't padding underneath you to kind of, I don't know, give you that extra little cushion, if you will. So that's the one reason I like to use a pad, is because it's more cushiony from my experience. So here's what we're doing today. I had this tarp really pinched down. It's actually up against the hammock on this side, but I have it pinched down pretty tight because it's in the 30s and low 30s and high wind. So that's the only reason it's out. It should be out around there, but anyway. Here's a sleeping bag. And what you do is you just unzip it and you kind of just tuck it into the sides there. You have your pad here, but I don't have it inflated all the way. Maybe about halfway. It might look like it because on the outside that's where all the air is getting pushed. I had the bug net on here, but this is exactly what a hammock gives you. And it's just freedom. And I love freedom. Freedom is the best thing ever. Alright, here we are. I'm leaving. I'm actually just going to take a shortcut up here and hit the trail. I usually don't hit the trail when I come in because I like to get a little exercise, but daylight's going down, so I'll take advantage of it. It was a good little test. It's my little test area. Well, one of them. It's my favorite though. But yeah, it's a good 6 hours out here. Test out some gear, see what works, see what won't work. Tested out a new tarp. A lot of stuff. So we'll see what we can roll into future backpacking trips, and once I'm over this injury, we'll be hitting a trail somewhere relatively soon. So until next time, later.